Welcome to episode 4 of Rusty Reviews. We are already on episode 4. Time flies. But anyways, today I'm going to be talking about the 2017 Game of the Year winner, rightfully so, Breath of the Wild. And what a game this is. Nintendo will never be able to outdo themselves with this game. By far, the most expansive video game they have ever made. And you get so much freedom in this game. If you wanted to, you could just start the game and go straight to the final boss, but it'd be incredibly difficult and I wouldn't advise it. There's just so much to do in this game. The runic abilities that you can unlock throughout the beginning of the game are so unique, and you get so much to do with them. They add so much to the puzzle aspect of the game. Gliding is so satisfying, just climbing up a really high surface and just leaping off and looking at the world around you is one of the most rewarding things to do in this game. There are hundreds and hundreds of side quests that you can do, not counting the DLC, where you can help people, you can race with a horse, you can do so many things in this game. There's Eventide Island where you have to cross a part of the massive ocean in this game, and then you get stripped of all your equipment and you have to escape the island. And like I said before, there are 2 DLC packs with lots of stuff sprinkled in, and there are entire branches of the story that come from those DLC packs. So I would recommend getting them, even though the Master Sword quest is not worth your time. I tried to do it and I kind of just gave up because I got bored, because it takes way too long. Speaking of the main story, what it really wants you to do is go and defeat the 4 divine beasts. These are entire pieces of the story on their own. They could have just released the game with the 4 divine beasts and it would still be an amazing game, just because these take up such a large portion of the story and have so much to do in them. Before you go straight to the final boss, though, it's advised that you get the Master Sword, which is it's pretty bad in this game. They made it really weak, and the only way you can make it stronger is by doing the DLC quest thing. That makes it actually decent, but it's not worth it, really. You can easily beat the game without it. I think it should have been just as strong without the DLC. There's a lot of variety in terms of the armor and the weapon variety. There's hundreds of pieces of armor and weapons that you can use throughout the game, but the weapons, they break really easily. The weapon durability is on the frustrating side of the game mechanics. I think that's one of my least favorite parts of the game, is how weapons just break after a few hits and you have to constantly have a full inventory. There are always plenty of enemies. There's so many enemies. There's the Guardians, and there's like so many other kinds of enemies, and all of them have different variants and like levels. Getting to the end of the review, this game's going to take around 50 hours to beat. Not 100%. To 100% the game, that would take like 200 hours. There's so much to do if you want to really 100% the game. But I don't recommend that. It's not even fun. Not that I've done it, though. There are 2 main endings to this game. There's the regular ending where you defeat Ganon, and then the game basically ends with, you win, but you're still kind of screwed. Or you can do the quest where you get all your memories back, and then by the time you beat the game, you'll get the true ending, which isn't very much better. But with that, I'm going to give my final review. I'm going to give Breath of the Wild a 9.2. It's the same score that I gave to God of War. I don't think it's going to get any higher than that, even with the DLC. And with that, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, please. And thank you so much for watching.